Exactly right. Let's talk about these DOGE dividend checks that everybody's talking about this week. And I know you tweeted out that you're gonna. Does everybody want like a $5,000 check in the mail? It sounds kind of good, right? And the best part about it would be knowing where it came from. That's $5,000 that you sent them last year.
Totally, it's money that's taken away from things that are destructive to the country, and from organizations that hate you to you. That's awesome.
Does it seem? I mean, have you talked?
I mean, that's like glorious. That's like the spoils of battle, you know.
I like that. Is there traction on that?
Yeah. So I talked to the president. He's supportive of that, and so it sounds like that's something we're going to do.
Yep.
So as we're finding savings, that's going to translate directly to reductions in tax. So
yeah. I think they fired 6,000 people at the IRS today.
Hey, what's going on, Bull Runners? Welcome back to the channel. Picture this: your crypto portfolio surging, your screen flashing green, and a world where XRP skyrockets, Brazil makes history, and Trump promises you a 20% cash bombshell. Feel that tingle? That's the crypto roller coaster taking off right now. And if you blink, you'll miss the ride of 2025. Stick with me because today's news is rewriting the rules and your wallet could thank you later. Plus, today we're going to be jumping over to X to find out all the breaking news that's happening right now in the crypto world. We'll dive deeper into the Trump floating a 20% dividend check, but Doge savings still don't add up. And we're going to go through some positive signs happening for XRP over this week. A spot XRP ETF was approved in Brazil, and we'll dive deeper into XRP's open interest, which jumped nearly 20%. And we'll take a quick look at the end of the video at the XRP charts. As you can see, our long-term momentum is just about to break through that zero line. It's getting closer and closer by the day. We need another nice big volume green candle like we had here 2 days ago on the 19th. And then as you can see right here, we have a support line coming in off of the spider line, this red line here, which is giving us support at $2.66. We also have the 30 exponential and the 10 exponential is about to cross above the 30 exponential. So things are looking positive as long as we hold those levels. If not, we drop back down to the levels down here, getting to $2.56. Now, on the negative side, on the daily charts here, our shaft trend cycle, which is our short-term momentum trend cycle, has already maxed out at 100. And in fact, it's been maxed out for nearly 5 days. It may be resetting soon back to the zero level before making the turn back to the upside. But we'll also take a look at the 12-hour and the 4 hours when we get to this at the end of the video. But first, let's look at the health of the overall crypto market. First and foremost, market cap coming in at 3.24 trillion. It is up 1.77%. The level that we are really looking to break is above this 3.36 trillion, which comes to us from February 3rd, 2025. That would give us an opportunity to change market structure because right now we are still in a downtrend, but that could give us a new higher high here if we break above this level. And then this is also a main resistance level right here. As you can see, there was support. Support was January 27th, made it bounce back up, lost that, and then it acted as a resistance. So if we can break that 3.35, getting to 3.4, 3.5 trillion, really start that move back to the upside, that would be very positive. Right now, fear and greed index coming in at 40. So it has broken into that neutral zone until it's going to be neutral until it breaks above 60. And as you can see right here, yesterday was a 40, last week 38, and last month it averaged a 59. Altcoin season coming in at 37, has not even been above the 50 mark since January 4th. So we're looking for that to move up above the 50. Then we could potentially have some positive momentum coming back for altcoin season. But speaking of altcoin season, Bitcoin dominance is still hitting that 60%. So until we get this bounce back to the downside on Bitcoin dominance, does not mean that Bitcoin's price has to go down. It's just all of the other coins have to move faster than Bitcoin itself. As we can see in the chart right here, Ethereum is dying against Bitcoin. Bitcoin is surging up. Ethereum's trending down, while all the other alts are essentially trading sideways. Crypto ETFs, mainly for February, have just been dead. The only real day to the upside was February 3rd, when it had $340 million into Bitcoin and $307 million into Ethereum. That was a very solid day. But after that, it's been all chop city and mainly exiting out of positions. Top 5 trending coins according to CoinMarketCap. We got Pi at number 1. And if you're not familiar with Pi, this is the one where all of your friends were sending you a text message asking you to sign up and mine Pi from your phone. And everyone thought it was a huge scam because it had a affiliate marketing attached to it or an MLM scenario attached to it. But it has officially launched, and it's currently sitting at 88 cents. So those of you guys that actually mined it, congratulations. That's really cool. Coming in at number 2, Mayao. Coming in at number 3, Bitcoin. Number 4, Kaido. We had a really great conversation about Kaido today on our Altcoin Pro University weekly conference call, which is great because all of our team members get to be a part of that. So if you're not a part of that, by the way, head over to www.bullrunners.com and join us. And coming in at number 5 is IP. And just to quickly hit on this is what I was telling you about Altcoin Pro University. Every single Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and then obviously it translates to your time. We do have our crypto catch-up call every single week, finding some amazing opportunities no matter what kind of market it's in. Bullrunners.com, get all the details there. We also have over 100 curated classes on cryptocurrencies that you can get and take advantage of immediately. Taking a look at the top 5 coins by market cap, Bitcoin number 1 at $1.9 trillion, Ethereum number 2 at $330 billion, XRP at $155 billion, Tether at $141 billion, BNB at $93 billion, and checking in, we've got Solana catching back up a little bit, only $8 billion away now to that number 5 spot. And by the way, if you're like most people, you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day in the crypto news like we do here on this channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting 777 down below. All right, heading over to X to check out what is the breaking news. As you guys saw in the beginning here, this is becoming more and more of a reality. And if you remember, when COVID hit and they gave us the $1,200 stimulus checks, everyone that I know took that as extra money that still had their job or still had their career going, use that to buy crypto. So that did help surge the crypto markets back when that happened. If $5,000 would even be more extreme, what would you buy with your $5,000 stimulus check? Also, just in, Utah Bitcoin Reserve Bill passes the Senate Revenue and Taxation Committee. So congratulations to Utah. They may be having an actual Bitcoin strategic reserve for their state. Also breaking, SEC approves first yield-bearing stablecoin security. So that's a pretty big deal. A lot of the great things about cryptocurrency is you can find yield farming opportunities, but typically they can be risky and you need to know what you're doing. But now we have a actual SEC approved yield bearing stablecoin security. So it's going to be a lot safer for people to be involved in. And this was a great post from notfinancialadvice.crypto. People still think that some kind of storm needs to happen before crypto pumps, as if COVID lockdowns, forced vaccinations, a delirious senile president, millions of people forgetting the difference between a man and a woman, trans surgeries for kids, and a weaponized SEC suing every single crypto company wasn't the storm. So in reality, the storm is over. Now let's get on with the pump to the upside. And as I was searching for some other breaking news over on X, something really caught my eye. As we see right here, 6 plus 7 equals 13, right? So that was supposedly February 13th. And then we had the heart, which was Valentine's Day, which was February 14th. And we did start having a move. Obviously, it doesn't pump. I mean, one day, hopefully, maybe it will in one night, overnight, right? It all happened overnight. It's $100, whatever. But I just wanted to show you something here that I caught, which was really random. So this guy, Marcel Foti, he posted this post. This happens once in a millennium. It's not photoshopped. Actually, I didn't even touch it right now in Giza, which is the 3 pyramids lined up. And I was like, wait a minute, I wonder what kind of potential connection this could be. But it says, this post refers to a rare astronomical alignment of the pyramids of Giza with celestial bodies possibly linked to the sun or stars, which some believe occurs once every millennium, as suggested by historical theories about their construction for Pharaoh Khufu and alignment with Orion's belt. This phenomenon ties into ancient Egypt beliefs about the afterlife, where the pyramid's orientation was designed to guide pharaohs' souls to Osiris, as noted in studies of Giza's astronomical significance. The mention of the ghost of Khufu alludes to Khufu, the pharaoh for whom the Great Pyramid was built around 2630 BCE, invoking a sense of mystery and connection to ancient Egypt's ancient past. And then when you look at this, I was like, okay, here's the one on the left, the one in the middle, and the one on the right. So probably nothing, but maybe something. Is it possible that it's connected to this scenario here? Is this what he was trying to talk about? Now, obviously, in the other posts, those aren't mountains, and they're actually just simply sails on a boat. But the storm is in the past. We're seeing through to the clear skies in the future. Interesting stuff.
We just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers.
A Monix posted, rumor has it the XRP case will be settled in 72 hours because of the Sunshine Act notice. Time and date, 1 p.m. Thursday, February 20th, 2025. The meeting will be held via remote means and/or at the commissioner headquarters. This is the Securities and Exchange Commission Sunshine Act meetings. Also saw something interesting here from Adam Back. Some Bitcoin fundamentals data for those who aren't bullish enough. Sellers can only sell once, meaning if you're owning Bitcoin and then you sell it all, it's all gone. And the ongoing buy pressure from the ETFs, which has obviously not been great for February, but treasury companies, as we see, a lot of states and companies are coming around. They want to have a Bitcoin strategic reserve, and DCA is 4 times mined rate of supply. On exchange, Bitcoin is sinking, etc., and institutions just starting. You're not bullish enough. I thought this was pretty hilarious. The Mount Rushmore of rug pulls here. You've got Dave Portnoy, who apparently now has rug pulled 5 different coins on his community. We have Melania, because her coin was launched by this fella right here, and they max extracted all the money out of the Melania token. And then we have, obviously, Millie's coin, which is also interesting because he just handed Elon Musk a chainsaw at CPAC. So he's still in the news, still a good guy as far as cutting regulations for his country, etc. But this guy also launched his token. So any token that this guy launches, they end up becoming pump and dump schemes. And then Portnoy learned from this guy and seems to continue to do it over and over again. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the actual headline. Trump floats 20% dividend, and then we'll jump over to XRP news. But Doge savings still don't add up. Doge admitted to clerical errors in its estimated savings, but observers say they haven't been properly reflected in its documentation. Spearheaded by Doge, Elon Musk website currently shows $55 billion in cuts to various sources of federal funding and shrinking certain agencies. But according to Momentum Chaser, the real figures are far lower. U.S. President Trump has said 20% of the money saved by Doge could go straight to American taxpayers, while another 20% would be used to pay down the national debt. News outlets like the New York Times, Huffington Post have also called out Doge figures. Although they have been amended, Doge still maintains that the final amount it has cut from the budget is $55 billion, raising alarm bells among observers of how much the department tasks with reducing perceived government waste can be trusted. President Trump says there's even under consideration a new concept where we give 20% of Doge savings to the American citizens. Musk says that he can cut $2 trillion overall in federal spending from the federal budget at a clip of $4 billion per day. So far, the agency reports to have cut $55 billion. So as we take a look at the 2024 U.S. federal spending categories, $4 trillion went to mandatory spending, $881 billion went to interest, and $1.8 trillion goes to discretionary spending. Now, here's what's interesting. Mandatory spending. What does that mandatory mean? That's what I would like to find out. Like, they just give themselves money that they have to blow American citizens' money? We need to find that out as well. So as we take a look here, $1.5 trillion goes to Social Security, Medicare, interest, non-defense, defense, and other, and Medicaid. The idea for Doge dividend initially came as James Fishback, CEO of investment firm Aziora, A reported outside advisor to DOGE was floated the idea on X, the plan in which Musk said he would show to the president would divide the $2 trillion by roughly 79 million tax-paying households, and there are net payers income tax resulting in roughly $5,000 per household. So it's interesting. Are the numbers 100% accurate? Are the numbers even bigger than what they say? We'll never know until the final numbers come out. But regardless, it gives hope and excitement and an opportunity for the United States people, the citizens, to get a little bit of a refreshment from all the hard and hate that they've been receiving from the previous governments. And can we finally get some transparency on the way this money is being spended? So it's going to be exciting. Definitely excited to see what happens when they get into Fort Knox. And then also Ron Paul coming on board and joining DOGE team and helping them audit the Federal Reserve. So lots of interesting stuff coming. Let's get rid of the IRS altogether and go to a flat tax. So let's talk about XRP and why it's been doing well. Right now, obviously we had a pullback today, but XRP has outperformed the broader market with 5% daily gains over the last 24 hours to trade above 267. In comparison, the global crypto market cap was up slightly, 1.6 gains to 3.23 trillion. As we talked about, the spot XRP ETF was approved. This is the world's first XRP ETF. It was approved in Brazil. It went live on February 19th. The CVM greenlit Hashdex's NASDAQ XRP index fund for grading in Brazil. Named Hashdex NASDAQ XRP Fundo de Indice, my Spanish not so great, or Portuguese potentially, but the fund is currently in a pre-operational phase and does not yet have an official start date. Breaking Hashdex receives approval from the world's first XRP spot ETF, and it's about to be an absolute flood of approvals of ETFs once the United States is allowed to approve its first. This marks a historic step for XRP adoption. It offers institutional retail investors a regulated vehicle to gain exposure to XRP without complexities of direct ownership, such as managing private wallets. Brazil, with a population exceeding 200 million people and growing appetite for crypto investment products, provides a substantial market for this ETF. Meanwhile, the odds of the US ETF on Polymarket have increased from 78% on February 17th to 80% at the time of writing, adding the bullish sentiment in the market. And as you can see, this is the Polymarket graph up to 80%. It has been higher before January 19th when we were getting some movement to the upside. And as we talked about yesterday, we have had in the United States five now acknowledgements for the XRP ETF in the United States, but no approvals, but acknowledgements thus far. And another key reason why we're seeing a pump over the last couple of days, XRP's latest recovery can be attributed to increased interest among derivatives traders as well, as they continue to place new positions, indicating a rise in speculative momentum. XRP's open interest has also increased by 18% in the past 7 days, from 3.48 billion to 4.11 billion on February 20th, signaling an uptick in trader participation. Open interest has increased by 6.7% in the last 24 hours alone, according to CoinGlass. The increasing open interest and positive funding rates suggest leverage traders are taking new positions in the market, adding tailwinds to the price. So these people are taking larger positions with leveraged funds, 5x, 10x, 50x leverage, to push it to the upside. Now, the unfortunate part is when open interest gets really big and it's all long positions, the market will come back, retrace, and liquidate those people if they haven't taken profit. So be careful, leverage trading. All right, so let's take a look at XRP on the charts. This is the daily chart here. It's a little messy. The reason being is we have this pump to the upside and we created a flag pattern here, which became the actual bull flag. Now, I've covered this a couple of times, but I wanted to show you again. Obviously, we have our lowest point here, and that is why we have this level here. Now, if we take, let's go ahead and remove the magnet, and we take a trend line, we go from the very lowest point to the very top of that triangle pattern. That would be the symmetrical triangle pattern that played out. And when we take it from that level and we move it to the breakout point, when it did finally break out of the triangle point, we can see that it pushes all the way up to the $3.33 range when that move is totally played out. That would be from the bottom of the triangle to the top of the triangle from this section here. As we know, that just is exactly where Our all-time high just reached $3.40. It's off by 7 cents. That's just because the wick pushed to the upside and took it out, which when you get momentum carrying that high, that's pretty typical. So the triangle pattern has played out. Okay, so that is done. The next part of this pattern that can play out is going to be the actual bull flag. And that would be from the highest point to the takeoff, which was the beginning of November. And we take that flagpole and we move it to the breakout level. And that gets us a price target of $4.80, $4.75-ish, right? So now that's the symmetrical triangle bull flag pattern that has played out. Obviously, we need more volume, more actual buyers coming into the market, more institutional traders, because you and I, retail traders, are not moving these markets anymore. But let's take a look at what's important right now. So we have our support line right here at $2.66. We have a resistance level, which comes to us at $2.80. Once we break that, we can then move to this $3 level. Now, as we talked about on yesterday's video, we had this price move. It was a 25% move with a 12% pullback, and then it had a 54% move. Well, we just had a 50% move, 12% pullback, and we're targeting for a next move up to here, $3.81. So we have some good targets in mind. First and foremost, breaking above our previous all-time high, $3.40. Then moving to $3.80, creating a support in this level, then attacking the next level of our bull flag pattern here. Conversely, if we were to break to the downside, our daily momentum indicator for bull bear momentum is still red. It has not flipped back over. And this is the Wolfpack indicator. You can use it on your own. My settings are 30 and 10. But anyway, it hasn't crossed over the 0. And our short-term shaft trend cycle has reached the 100 level. Now, obviously, we can see here last time it reached 100, it came a little dip down and then it ripped to the upside. So that would be perfect if it was doing the same exact correspondence as it did right here. Now, when we look at a higher time frame like the weekly, we're still very bullish on our long-term momentum, but we have not reset down to 0 on our shaft trend cycle. When we look at our 3-day candles, momentum is trending down and it's about to curve back up potentially is what it's showing here. And our 3-day candles has reset to 0 on our shaft trend cycle. So this could push up. And last time, as you can see, this is why I was talking about this correlation between that pump, then the pullback, then the real move. So we've also had that pump, the pullback. Are we going to have the real move? Well, we're set up also on our short-term trend cycle, ready to move to the upside. Now, our weekly hasn't bottomed at 0 yet. So I would prefer that to happen. We have two days and 23 minutes left in this weekly chart. Maybe we consolidate sideways, finish this weekly chart here, 0 out. It's going to be a red candle if we don't move up or down. That could very easily get us to that 0 level. And look at what happened last time that shaft trend cycle zeroed right here, the beginning of November, the end of October, and ran to the upside as a green. Boom. We had that super move, even the pullback and the move there. So it's exciting on these higher time frames if we can get this to happen. However, we do have to wait until this plays all the way out. There is also a potential where it turns back to the upside. But if we take a look at this historically, let's go ahead and take a horizontal line and draw it from where we're at right now. So you can see right here, it dipped below, dipped below, dipped below, dipped below, dipped below, dipped below. Not every single time did it reset all the way to 0, and it did have a little pump to the upside. Like right here was the 2021 push. It came to this level, basically exactly where we're at now, made its move to the upside. And if we look here, long-term momentum was green for this one as well. Now, nothing has been quite like what we're experiencing right now, past or present. Nothing in the past has been like what we're in presently. We are really extended in the weekly levels. If we drop to our 8-hour chart, we can see here our shaft trend cycles really pump into the upside. Longer term momentum is green. So this is a good sign that we could short term have that move to the upside. Let's get rid of this line now. Let's look at the 4-hour. 4 hours maxed out and it's turning red, where this could potentially have a drop back down. We've barely broken out of above the 0 line. So not getting the momentum that we wanted. We really need something significant, whether it's news-wise or whatever the case may be in the short term to get a move to the upside. But the reality is it's looking like this weekly just wants to finish off resetting at the bottom and then make a nice big fat push to the upside. So we'll keep you updated. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out bullrunners.com because it is the best place to be involved in crypto. Check this out. Hey, bull runners, are you feeling FOMO about this bull run without the right financial support? We're here to change that. We're not just about funding, we're about growing your business together. Whether you're investing in crypto, kicking off a new startup, managing your existing business, or looking to expand, we have personalized funding that meets your exact needs. Imagine starting your business or getting capital to invest $100,000 to $250,000 at 0% interest. That's not a dream, it's what we do. We've helped countless entrepreneurs like you with 0% interest funding without needing personal funds, income verification, or collateral. With just a 680 credit score, you qualify. We understand that your business can't wait, so take advantage of our quick funding approach. We look beyond the credit score with inclusive approval process that sees the big picture of your business or investment potential. Our flexible repayments are tailored to match your business cycles, ensuring you can manage repayments without strain. With access to our extensive lending network of over 5,000 options, we're committed to finding the perfect match for your business or investing needs. Plus, you'll have our dedicated team by your side, guiding you through every step of the funding journey. Whether it's buying crypto, hiring new employees, or launching a new product, we're committed to your success. Click the link to connect with our expert advisors and secure your business's future now.